Let's take a look at this solo card game about the Spanish Civil War. Hi, I'm Will. This is Cardboard Minute. This is a channel where we like to play some solo games, we do some reviews, occasionally we have some guests on the show to do some multiplayer content and discussions. But if you like any of the solo games, please like and subscribe. We're going to be playing Resist today. This is designed by David Thompson, and he is pretty well known for his war games and his solo war games. He's also done the Undaunted board game series, which unfortunately only has an official solo component and expansion, but I'm not going to go there today. So Resist is about the Spanish Maquis. So these were resistance fighters who fought in France and Spain during World War II. And then this game takes place in the kind of just post-World War II era, where the Spanish were trying to wage a civil war against the Francoist regime to try to kind of bring back democracy to the Spanish people. So these are, guerrilla fighters who some are trained, some are just everyday people, and they are represented by the stacks of yellow cards, whereas we are sending them out onto various missions and trying to accomplish the things shown there, and we'll have to fight some guards, and of course we do not want any civilians getting hurt. So we're going to do a full playthrough, and we'll do a review at the end. While I play the game, I will kind of explain what's happening and how to play the game, so you should be able to follow along. So let's begin. Alright, so we have set up, we have two decks of cards. One is the hidden deck, and the other one is the I don't even remember what it's called. This one's out of reach, we don't have it right now. But the hidden deck also has a few spies mixed in for good measure, so we don't really know what's there. We have a bunch of various guards and other troops that we're going to have to engage with, and we have our choice of missions. So first thing we're going to do in a round is we're going to draw 5 cards from the deck. If you ever draw a hand full of spies and nothing but spies, then you have instantly lost the game. Also, if you ever flip over enough civilian cards to sum up to 5, then you'll have lost the game. And the object of the game is to really kind of get as far as you can, and then quit and then see what your score is. So without kind of endangering people too far. So let's see what I have in my hands. Oh no, I've already drawn 2 spies. So spies essentially just clog up your deck. There are some ways to get rid of them, but for the most part they just kind of block you, which is unfortunate. So I really only have 3 effective cards in my hand. So each card has 2 sides to it. There is the hidden side and the revealed side. So when I choose to play a card, I can choose which one it is. If it's hidden, it's going to get cycled back into my deck when I need to shuffle. So that card is not lost. If I play it as revealed, that character is literally giving themselves away as a resistance fighter and will end up going into this defeated deck. And then maybe I can get them back later. We'll see. So it's risky, but also there's various powers. Now we have to decide whether we want to plan or we want to go straight for an attack. So when we plan, we can use plan actions and play as many cards of plan as we like. And then we have to choose a location. And then we reveal the guards, and then we can play attack cards. So maybe using the plan, we might be able to reveal some information about which location is best to go after. We do know that these locations have a victory points as shown on the bottom right, as well as how many cards they were initially dealt in the bottom left, and how much strength we need to defeat them. And there's also some text, usually about what happens when they're defeated. So that might help sway us one way or another. They're all starting ones are pretty hard. We have 5, 5, 6, and 6. That's pretty difficult. And anything that helps us for later. So if we defeat this one, for each undefeated mission, draw a civilian card. That could be dangerous, especially since they only have 3 to work with. Flip all enemies at a one mission face up. That could be helpful to reveal things for later. Draw one extra card from the hidden deck during the recover phase. That would be excellent, because then I would get more for next round. Or remove one spy in your hand from the game. Ooh. And then one of these two would be gone. I wonder if I could go that far. So let's see, we have Domingo, who can reveal cards and discard them, or he could look at some cards in the hidden deck and reorder them. We have Sagrario, who can draw 2 cards from the hidden deck if she reveals herself. And Consuelo, who can discard one enemy from this mission and gain attack value equal to its defense. That's an attack. So we really want to make sure we can get this one then. So it's going to be tough 6. So I think we're going to have to use Domingo. We're going to play him on the revealed side. So he's going to add 3 power. And we're going to look at the top 3 cards of this deck. Discard any of them and put them back in whatever order you want. So we're going to need some good power. Maybe we'll do... who's got a good attack power? Real top 3 cards? No. You want to fix the mission? No. Okay, maybe we'll put them back like this. Alright, anything else I want to do right now? Just attack things. So next we are going to choose the mission we are going to go after. And we have to reveal all of the cards here. And some of these might have some abilities that will hinder us in ways. Alright, so we have 2 characters that have survive on them. That means that if we do not take them out, they will do things to us. We have defend, so we have to look at these now. You must defeat all grunts, well, they're both grunts, before you defeat other enemies. So it's either these 2 and the other ones or nothing. And then we also need 6 power to defeat the mission itself. So I think we're going to send in Sagrario, revealed, who will let us draw 2 more cards. Because we only have 5 power now. That's not even enough to defeat the main thing. We could discard an enemy, but I feel like she's more useful unrevealed right now. So we're at 5, 6, 7. 8, and then attack value for each revealed Maquis. So we're 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That could be good. And 11. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, that's perfect. So I actually managed to take out all of them. It's rare. So I defeated all the troops. And then I defeated intercept the commanding officer. So that will allow me to remove a spy in my hand from the game. So that's excellent. I completed those. Those goes to my discard pile. However, the 2 that I revealed are going to be removed. And then this card is going to be added in to my scoring. So we'll put that aside. We're going to draw a new mission from the pile. And here we have Attack the Mayor's House. It's going to get 5 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that one is... Well, all enemies of this mission gain defense. Okay, let's draw some cards. So we're starting the round. Draw 5 cards. And probably there are spies in here. Yep, there he is. And do I have any way to get rid of him? Okay, so if I reveal Manuel, I can remove a spy in my hand. That might be worth doing. Maybe I'll do that now, just because it's good to get the spies out if you can. Discard one enemy from the mission. Okay. Attack, draw a card from the hidden deck. Maybe we'll do that now. So we'll plan with Marcelino. Celia, discard one spy from your hand to the... Okay, we don't have one. Discard from the revealed pile and place it in your hand. So that would allow us to look at these cards now into our hands. Let's see, discard one enemy. That could be good. Or flip all enemies. Flip 1 or 2 face down enemies in one mission, face up and discard one of them. Or ignore the effect of the mission that you chose this round. For each undefeated enemy this mission, draw a card from the civilian deck. Oh yeah, that one's dangerous. Flip all enemies at one mission face up. So that's actually helpful. So let's... 1 or 2 face down enemies at one mission face up and discard one of them. Alright, so we're going to play Pillar. We're going to flip a couple of things here. A Grunt and a Guard. We can discard one, so discarding does not count as defeating. It just discards it. And then who else we have? So we could reveal Celia, but I don't know if we need to. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we don't have the strength. Okay, so let's reveal her. Choose a card from the reveal pile. So these guys, we have to reuse them. Is that the reveal pile? Yep, so let's recruits the reveal pile. So we get to reuse somebody. We're going to reuse Sagrario. So she lets me draw 2 cards from the hidden deck. Okay. Okay, he's just a 2. Oh, this is during attack. Sorry, I should wait. That's plan. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and reveal these guys. So if Spy Master survives, I can use Spy. That's not great. The Jailer, draw a card from the recruit deck and add it to the hidden discard pile. Okay, that's good. So here we have 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough for the base mission. 6, 7, 8, 9, and discard a mission. Let's discard the Spy Master. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need one more. So I can't defeat you must defeat all grunts before you defeat other enemies. I really want to get the Jailer so I can get a new card. So who do I have that I could reveal? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just don't have enough. I already discarded an enemy. To reduce by 1 defense the value of each enemy for defense value of 2 or more. That's not helpful. There are 2 cards from the hidden deck. Well, sorry, Carlos. Hopefully I did not get all spies. 1 and 2. Okay, so revealed, and that's more than enough. So these guys are gone. I get a new character in my hidden deck. I defeat the mission. So I get to, and then these guys go here, these guys go here, and I get to flip all the enemies at one location. So kind of preemptively. Let's do this pile, the big one. Now let's start smaller and go here. Okay, and then we get a new mission. Defend the Crossroads. The art is really good in these cards. They're kind of comic booky, a little bit like kind of reminiscent of an old Tintin or Tintin. You know, like bande dessinée, French animation comics. So 1, 2. I wish they come out with a really good Tintin board game. That would be. I always loved reading Tintin growing up. This definitely reminds me of that kind of scrappy era. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's what we got. Oh, Mr. Spy is back. Who do we have to plan with? Maybe Jacinto. So what we need to do, we have a counter guerrilla who attacks the civilians. A jailer gives us a recruit. That could be good. A guard we have to defeat before we can do the mission. And the engineer increases the defense value of all enemies other than engineers in this mission by 1. Ouch. So we have 3, 3, 2, and a 5. So it'd be good if I can discard him. Probably that one. Okay, so let's... This is giving me I'm going to lose lots of guys in this one again. Okay, discard Maquis from your hand, draw 2 cards. Alright, I'm going to reveal Jacinto. And we're going to discard Sigario to draw 2 cards. Flip one or two face down enemies in one mission plan. Face up and discard one of them. So let's look at a couple enemies over here. Radio operator and counter guerrilla, so we'll remove her. And okay, so now we're gonna go attack. So these guys are on play now. Could reduce defense. Okay, definitely +1 attack for each revealed. So we're at 3, 4 right now. We're going to reveal Consuelo and discard the engineer and gain 3 attack. So I'm going to put that here to remember that we have an extra 3. And these are not increased by 1, I believe, anymore. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't really want it. And then we have Benigno, 10, 11. So that should be enough to defeat all these. And the jailer, which is great because I get a new character. And for each undefeated enemy, there's no undefeated enemies. So that one is good. Oops, these go here. These are removed. And we get a new mission. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one uses an 8. It's destroy the train depot. Great artwork. LD1 Maquis may be revealed during the attack phase of the round. Well, that's not going to be good. 1, 2, 3. I'm already getting very low. At least I only have 1 spy. 3, 4, 5. Did I draw it? No. Okay. So what are my chances here? I've got 3 different Era of 3. Era of 3 cards? Yeah. Yeah, I mixed those up. Sorry, they should have been Era 2 cards, not Era 3 cards. Sorry. I am going to shuffle those up. I think I mixed my order up when I was placing them. In case of my noticed. Sure, I think that should be fine there. There should have been no Era 2s. No, there's 2. Yeah, 3 Era 2s. Haven't gotten to the Era 3s yet. Whew, they were getting a little bit too difficult. So anyways, I'm sorry about that if you caught that. Let's, I did mess up the setup pile and put them in the wrong order. So let's continue on. We have the right number of cards. I don't think anything has changed. Just our choices are actually a little bit easier now. Discard one enemy, face up or face down from each other mission. Ooh, that's a good one. The convoy. Draw an extra card. Draw a card from the recruit deck and place it in the hidden discard pile, but that's 8. Choose a card from the revealed pile and place it in the hidden discard. So those are all very good. Alright, so let's plan with Pilar. And let's try the convoy. So we'll reveal 2. And yeah, let's get rid of this guy. He's a 4. He's hard to deal with. And discard 2 enemies from the mission. Flip all enemies face up. I don't have a whole ton of cards left. I'm starting to run low. Alright, discard an enemy from the mission. Let's do a random one. Huh. Spy Master. Okay. Still need a lot of power here. Discard 2 enemies from the mission. Attack value for each other Maquis in play, hidden or revealed. Draw 1 card from the hidden deck. The top 3 cards of the enemy deck. Discard any of them, put the rest back in the order. Oh, but he's a 4 maybe. Okay. Because I'm going to need 7, 8, maybe another 6 of 14. And I have 1 right now. It's not good. 2 cards from the hidden deck. Alright, so let's go ahead and assault this mission. Now we're just going to go for it and see what happens. Okay, so none of these are too bad. Card from the civilian deck. Card from the civilian deck. Defeat all the grunts before you defeat other enemies. So in theory I could ignore them, but that's not a good thing. Let's draw 2 cards from the hidden deck. Oh, there's a spy. Alright, let's 2 here. So we're at 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. And discard 2 enemies. Let's discard these 2. So we're at 7. We can ignore the grunt now. We've discarded those. And we now have enough to defeat the destroy the supply convoy. Discard 1 enemy face up or face down from each other mission. So we can discard some additional troops. This guy is gone as well. And these all stay. This one keeps. And now we're into the era 3. And we're going to have to shuffle a little bit because we are out of guard cards. So this one needs 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't drawn any civilian cards yet, but I'm running very low in Maquis. So there's 1. The deck is very thin. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got the spy. 5. All enemies in this mission gain 1 defense. And this card will kind of counter guerrilla missions. That could be good. Ignore the effect on the mission. So you choose this round. That could work well. 4. Flip all enemies face up. I'm getting very low on cards. Anything give me more cards. Throw in an extra card from the hidden deck. Draw a card from the recruit deck and place it in the discard pile. There's only 3 here. Can I get to 8 is the question. Even if I reveal him, we have 4. 5, 6, 7. I could essentially do 8, but then I'm almost out of cards. So let's try these guys. So we're going to go in and plan. Pilar is going to go in, ignore the effect of the mission that he chose this round. And alright, Alfonso is going to reveal himself as well. We're going to flip all enemies face up. Okay. And we're going in. So we are not affected by the enemies, gain extra defense. Defeated guards before you defeat the mission. Place a face on enemy on all other missions. You must defeat the guards. Jailers draw a card. Ignore the defense value of all enemies other than... So increase the defense value. That's not good. There's no counter gorillas, so let's play Soldad for there. And we're gonna have to play them big. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's see, we need free to mission 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, what did I say? 3, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 5, 10, 11, 12. I think that's going to be all I can do. And these guys are going to come through, so he's fine. He's not defeated. He survives. So we get an extra card on each other mission. These guys are burned. These guys come back. And let's see what next mission is. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I draw. So 1, 2, I'm drawing everything. 4 cards. And I don't think I can beat anything of these guys. So instead of losing, I'm going to call it here. And that's when you look at your score. So we have 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, which I believe is not a good score. It's a draw. So I lost, essentially. All right, let's move on to the review. All right, so that was Maquis. Do watch you follow the setup instructions in games like this to make sure that you get the piles and things in the right order. And there is an advanced variant where you are essentially drafting the cards from the Maquis decks before you start the game. And as much as it's an advanced variant, really, I think it's your best bet. If you, it almost makes it easier because you can build synergies into your deck a little better, and there are definitely cards that are more powerful that allow you to gain more revealed cards, or from recruit cards, or remove spies, or have stronger power. You can better get those cards into your hand earlier because you've essentially built your deck. There's also a campaign, 2 different campaigns essentially that have a series of scenarios that you play through that are based on historical events. And those I would even recommend, while what you saw here was the standard game, those scenarios kind of build you up a little bit. They start you off a little easier and build up difficulty. Because this game is very punishing. It is... constantly like you're hitting a brick wall. Even once you're learning to defeat cards and get some good combos going. I use the term combos lightly, but you are constantly losing troops, and it's I guess it's like a real guerrilla troops is demoralizing. You're fighting for something, but you're never really quite getting ahead. And unfortunately, because the game is while structurally sound, is not as fun to play. I do like my co-op games to be quite difficult, but I also want to feel like you're making progress and that you are maybe getting better things as you move along. Maybe I love the revealing versus hidden mechanic where you have to decide, does this person stay less powerful in the shadows, but you can reuse them again? Or do they go all out and use their best abilities or their stronger strength, but then they're gone? I love that concept, but nothing increases in this game. There's no fun rewards. Very rarely will there be, draw a card from the hidden deck for defeating a mission. A lot of them are bad things. It's increase, draw less cards, or add more troops to other cards on the table, other missions on the table. It can be more punishing. Same for, there can be quite a lot of luck. You have to have a good tolerance for luck in this game. Because again, you could get, hosed. You could get really unlucky with drawing like a whole bunch of guard cards and like a not radio operator, the engineer or something at once, where everything is just pumped up and impossible to kill. And you could also, which well never came into play in my playthrough just now, there are the civilian cards where if you ever have a total of 5 hurt civilians, then you lose the game. And these numbers range from 0 to 3. So you could, like, really feasibly, and it's happened to me before while playing this, draw 2 civilian cards, a 2 and a 3, and you're done. Game's over. For very simply ending it. So, while, like I said, the game is well built, the art is fantastic. The cards are a little thin, but they're okay, and the box is a nice small size. I think if you were interested in this period of history, if you're looking for a very challenging, but still kind of by the numbers solo game, this is a great example of it. But I found the mechanisms never really felt like you were making really clever decisions. It was just a lot of luck mitigation or adding in more luck into which cards got removed. I never felt like I was making really smart, intelligent decisions or cool combos, or I was getting better stuff throughout the game. And that kind of hurts the game. I'm less likely to want to play it, as well as is less likely to come out. Now, I know there's a sequel, a pseudo-sequel in the works, by the same designers, the same concept, but they've added new mechanisms into the game. Maybe that will fix some of that, thinky, cool combos and moves and stuff. Maybe it's just going to be more lucky. We'll have to wait and see. But until then, I did, enjoy my plays of it, but I think it has been around long enough, and it's not really going to be one I'm going to keep coming back to as much as I would really like to, because I think this is a very interesting theme. I know very little about this part of history, unfortunately, about the Spanish Civil War, and although it does seem very interesting, and from the cards, and they are portrayed in a manner that is very respectful, I believe. So that is it. If you do want to check out our games, they're solo. There's lots to see on my channel, including another game called Maquis, which is a game based on the same theme, but really there is, there's no similarities beyond that. And it is, but again, it is another solo-only game. I have a playthrough on the channel if you want to take a look. So until then, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching, and just go and take a minute and play some more games.